Guys, welcome back to my channel today. So today I have my niece Jeanine and she's going to be helping me review the Fenty Beauty products I have recently launched. I know this is a little late and there's like 7,000 of these videos going around YouTube, but I thought it would be fun to still give you my opinion and how to make these products work for people with dry skin, because I have combination dry. I get oily in my T-zone area-ish sometimes, but I get dry patches here, and I've been using these products for 4 days and I really think that I figured out a way to make these products work for people with dry skin, and I think that these products are amazing, most of them. So I already know how I feel about them. This is her first impression, so she's trying it all out. And if you want to see our opinions, then just keep on watching.
Let's go.
We're gonna start with the primer, and this is called the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. It is a matte. It's gonna make your face all matte and it's supposed to blur the skin, and I definitely recommend that people with dry skin use a moisturizer under this because it's gonna cling either way. This is the primer, this is what it looks like, and it costs $32. I think the packaging is super pretty. I like the faded glass and the color scheme is really cute as well. I wanted to compare it to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. You do get more product in this, but it is way more expensive. Let me just double check. This one is $36 and you get 1.7 fluid ounces, which is quite significantly more, but it does cost a little bit more money. Price point is of a much higher quality brand. Like, it's definitely a high-end brand, but I think it's definitely worth it. This primer claims to shine stopping pore diffusing primer that smooths the way for better foundation application and longer wear with an instant retouch effect. I take 2 pumps and then I smooth it.
I'm gonna take like 1 pump.
I concentrate it definitely where my pores are larger, which is in this area. It smells really good. It smells so good. I don't know. It smells like vanilla cupcakes in my opinion.
Yeah.
It does smooth things out in this area. I think it smooths away my pores. I think it works really well. Next, we're going to talk about the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I've used this foundation for 4 days now in a row, and I have to tell you my tricks to get this to work for people with dry skin. So this is in the shade 170. Let's take it out. So this is the packaging. It's very similar to the primer. It matches my skin tone a lot. You get 1.08 fluid ounce, so it's the same exact amount. The one thing I can say about this foundation is that it oxidizes a lot.
Yeah,
so the color that you put on in the morning will not be the same color at the end of the day. It does say to shake it well, and I will tell you right now that the best way to apply it is with a beauty blender. She did come out with a sponge, but I didn't get any of her brushes or sponge. I do want to get the foundation brush because it looks good, but a damp beauty blender will be the best way for people with dry skin. And I also tend to spray myself with a hydrating mist. Today I'm going to use the Mario Badescu facial spray, whatever it's called, and then this should hydrate your face enough for the matteness of the foundation. What I'm going to do now is show you how I apply it. And basically I put it directly on the beauty blender. I use 2 pumps for each side of my face, but I do work in sections so it doesn't dry, because it dries so quickly. You have to be very careful with it. So I'm taking 2 pumps directly on my beauty blender, and then I'm gonna work in sections. So what I see about this foundation also is that it doesn't take a long time to blend it, but you again have to work quickly. As you can see, this is 2 pumps on this side. It didn't cover everything, so I would say off the bat it is a medium coverage. I actually see like a really nice sheen even though it is matte. It makes it look, it looks really glowy even though it's a matte foundation. As you can see, it's very runny, so it's running directly off my beauty blender, so it is lightweight. But yeah, I think that's what makes it a medium coverage and not a full coverage. I like that it's lightweight though, because that way it doesn't cake up your face. But yeah.
Yeah, I like it so far. It doesn't take a while to like blend it all out.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very easy to blend.
Yeah.
Something you want to do is bring it down your neck. Also moisturize your neck, because I mean my neck isn't dry or anything, but it's just good to do. Bring it down your neck because it will oxidize. I'm gonna go ahead and do another pump on the other side where I have some acne scars and stuff, so you could see that it is buildable.
So this is my face. It looks pretty good.
Next, we're gonna use the match sticks, and I did get the trio, so it came in a little package like this. You can buy these individually, or you can buy them in the pack. The trio together is $54, so I think that's pretty good because considering that the matchsticks alone are $25 each, so you definitely get a bargain when you buy all 3 of them. Now, I kind of regret this purchase, and I'll tell you why in a sec. It comes with 3 matchsticks, and they serve different purposes, and they're so cute because
yeah, they're little magnets.
It's so, I love it. I love the packaging. I think it's super sleek. It comes with a concealer shade called Linen, and I have used these a lot. Again, this is not a first impression, so what I have here is not exactly how much you get, but I want to show you pretty much what you're gonna get, because probably a little bit more because I have been using them a lot. So yeah, this is the concealer shade, which is what we're gonna use now. I hate this. I hate it. I don't like stick concealers at all, especially because if you have fine lines and wrinkles under your eyes, if you have dry under eyes, it just doesn't work for you. I feel like this is too thick for the under eye area. I use a concealer and then I brighten up with this. That's how I've been using it lately because I can't just use this. This does not give you any coverage at all. It won't hide dark circles. It won't hide wrinkles in your under eye. So you could probably use it alone. So I am going to go ahead and use the Maybelline Fit Me first to conceal, and then I'm going to use that to brighten up.
I'm going to just use this because...
Yeah, you should try it out the way it is. The first day I tried it out just like that. Like alone. So...
It does look a little thick.
It's too thick for the under eyes. What I don't like about it is that it doesn't give you any coverage anyway, so what's the point of it? Like, it definitely helps brighten up, which is what you want. You want to give your face some dimension.
Yeah.
So it helps with that, but it doesn't help cover anything up. So you can see that it's already like super drying here. And
it's really dry.
It's too thick. So you definitely, and you need a beauty blender for that, that's for sure. I'm gonna just brighten up the center of my face a bit. I just feel like this is kind of a waste of money in my opinion. Like, I have concealers that will conceal and brighten up the under eyes. So, you know, why purchase a product that's only gonna do one? Although it does give you a very nice brightening effect. It does take a while to blend it out.
Kind of have to like just take your time. Like for the foundation, it was the opposite.
Right. My wrinkles are popping through. It just doesn't, if you have a dry under eye, anything like that, it just doesn't cover it. That's what I don't like about it. It's too thick.
This is me.
What do you think?
It's not, I don't think it's bad. The only thing is that, yeah, it does take a while to like blend out. And it does give like that pop, like it
brightens.
It brightens, yeah.
So we're gonna move on to the contour shade, the contour match stick. It's called Amber. Now, in my opinion, this one's a little too gray. I stuck my nail in it already.
That's what I said.
Yeah. It's just a little too gray for a contour. I like a gray contour. That's the color you're supposed to have. It gives good shadow, so that's what's good about it. So I'll tell you right now that this is also extremely drying. I think it tugs on the skin too much. So what I've noticed when I use an oil, it helps a lot more. So I just kind of put one drop. This is a like tiny sample of a Josie Maran argan oil, and I put it like a tiny drop, like directly on it. And it helps just smooth it out a little bit more. What I've been doing is actually taking it directly on my beauty blender and putting it on my face, but then I also kind of draw a stripe sometimes too. So let's just draw the stripe. It makes it a lot more creamy when you...
Yeah, it is a little gray.
When you use the oil. You have to blend it out in section because it dries really, really quickly, so do one side of your face at a time as well. I should have done one side of the face, and I did too. Let's see if I have a good brush for the... Try this. This
I'm
brush
not
is
a big
from
fan
Tarte.
of gray contours.
You know what? A brush might be better for this.
For real?
I like the way it blends out with a brush. I feel like a lot of it went away.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was about to say.
It makes the foundation also kind of budge a little bit just because of that. But I think the Beauty Blender takes a lot of it away. So using a brush might be a better option. I'm going to contour my forehead as well. Since I find this a little too gray, I definitely go in with a bronzer usually because I just need to make it a little more warm. Yeah. Also gonna contour my nose. Let's use the Beauty Blender. Next, we have the highlight. It's called Starstruck. This highlight is beautiful. I'll tell you from now that I am a fan of it. I think it makes a powder highlight pop a lot. So I definitely love it. So you get this much product, the same amount of product on all of them. What I do with this, because from the other videos I've seen and from what I've experienced myself as well, it definitely does makes your foundation move. So what you have to do is just kind of like dot it in first, and it gives you like a beautiful glow. Don't stripe it on like we just did with the contour, because you can't really add an oil to this or it'll look strange. But I like to use it all over. Yeah, honestly. I like to
and
do even here.
You use it there?
But I obviously blend it out because right now it looks crazy. But I love it. And then using the beauty blender is okay with this. It doesn't make it go away. I love it. It's like a good base for a powder highlight. I love it. What I want to do now is finish my eye, like I'm going to do an eye makeup tutorial for Instagram. So so you'll see that in the future. But I want to do eye makeup, and I'll come back and finish the rest of my face and show you the lip gloss and the powder highlight. So I'll be back.
We finished our eye look.
I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild one to set my under eyes. I'm also going to set my nose because my nose does get oily throughout the day, but if yours doesn't, then I wouldn't. I also like to take a powder contour just to kind of set the stick contour as well. So I'm going to use just the other side of the Wet n Wild. Yeah, that's so much. I'm just going to take some blush. I use Blush Baby by MAC.
And I'm using Kylie X-Rated. Ooh, this one's pretty.
Now we're going to talk about the highlight. I have two highlights here out of like, I don't know how many that she came out with, but like she's crazy. And this is the highlight duo in Mean Money and Hustla Baby. So let's look at these first. I really should have done my inner corners with one of these, but whatever. I love the packaging. If you look into the light, or if the light hits it enough, it like sparkles purple. It's so pretty. It's super cool. This is what it looks like. So Mean Money is this one and Hustla Baby is this one. This is Metal Moon. And again, these are each $34. I love the packaging. I think that it's really pretty. I'm gonna swatch them first, and then I'm gonna pick which one I want to use today. Let's swatch this one. I'm so excited. I haven't used them yet at all, so looks like I'm flipping them off. Oh, it's really buttery. I like how buttery it is, and ooh, it's so pretty. I'm glad that it's not too white because I was worried about that, and I think depending on what brush you take, it won't look really white. And then I'm gonna take Mean Money first. Ooh, yeah, which is this one. It's like really buttery. I like how buttery.
It is buttery.
It's like really smooth and buttery. You can't really see this one. And this one's Hustla Baby. It's the one with a little bit more sparkle. Yeah. Ooh, that one's pretty.
That one's pretty. I want to use that one.
I think I do too. I would definitely stay away from these if you don't like highlights with a lot of sparkle. Oh, I think it's pretty. What else would feel about this though? Oh, it's really pretty. So I'm gonna take Hustla Baby.
This is really pretty.
Oh, I think this one matches me more. Like what I'm wearing. It's really sparkly though. Okay. The last thing we have is the lip gloss, and this is the Universal Glass.
I'm excited about this one.
Glass Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer. So there's only one option right now, but she's already coming out with more for the holidays, is what I heard. So I'm very, very excited. So this is what it looks like, and I like that it's like kind of mirrored. You can actually kind of see your lips like on it. You get 0.30 fluid ounces, and I have already tried this out. I love the doe foot applicator. I'm gonna show you what it looks like alone. I kind of like to pair it over a matte liquid lipstick, but that's just me. I like the color, and I like that it's not sticky or gooey. Like when you talk, you don't see like the goo from like the lip gloss that you do sometimes like with other lip glosses. And I think the color is good for like,
I like the smell of it
every day. Yeah, and it smells really good. So I like pressing it in with a beauty blender. It just gives it that extra like. I really like the foundation. I like the finish of it. I think a matte foundation can work for dry skin if you just moisturize properly and use a beauty blender and follow all the steps that I said in this video. What I don't really like is the matchsticks in general. I only like the highlight one. Like, I love the highlight one. I can like the contour one's alright. It's just like not. It's not my favorite. Unless I use an oil, it's alright. But yeah, this is a close-up of my skin. You can see her skin now.
Now this is mine.
I like the way you did your eyes.
Thank you. I really like the foundation and the contour. Yeah, it was a little too gray and a little like
I think maybe I should get a different color of the contour and see how I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, out of all of it, I think it was actually not too bad, and I like the look that we both have right now. So yeah.
So that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to me, go to her channel, it'll be linked down below. Subscribe to her even though she posts like once a year. But yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Bye.